Will the NPP get a two-thirds majority? Behind-the-scene UNP-SJB talks. Ranil's record of assault. How Ranil rescued the country twice.
The leader, දේශයට මග කියන ප්‍රවෘත්ති පෙළගැස්ම.
Will the NPP get a two-thirds majority? Normally, a post-election period brings calm to politics. This time around, it has not happened due to the new change that has come. Conventional politics are caught up in a storm-like situation. That is especially so for the UNP and the SJB, as well as the trophy and chair symbol parties that had allied with Ranil. So, infighting has re-emerged with calls for their leaders to step down or for party reforms. Also, there are calls for unity to face the common enemy. The NPP is likely to win big at the upcoming parliamentary polls. If it gains a two-thirds majority, other parties will not be able to raise their heads again, say some critics. Shiral Lakthalak says on Facebook that AKD's NPP won 15 districts, out of which Gampaha, Gale, Matara and Hambantota, it polled more than half the votes. So, the likelihood is that it can secure 3/4 of the seats in those districts. That means around 98 NPP MPs from those 15 districts alone. With the bonus seats, it can easily have 110 MPs, says Shiral. Therefore, the prediction is that the NPP is capable of gaining as much as 150 parliamentary seats. Behind-the-scene UNP-SJB talks. Understanding the gravity of the situation, the UNP and the SJB are having behind-the-scene talks on how to face the upcoming polls. With Ranil saying he will not contest elections again, the UNP is issuing a green light for new developments. A final decision in talks between Sajith's top advisor Lucky and UNP deputy leader Ruwan was due yesterday afternoon. According to reports reaching Leader TV, Sajith has laid down conditions even before the meeting started. One is that Ruwan should be the UNP's leader. Another is that they should contest as the Samagi Jana Sandanaya and under its telephone symbol. Also, none of those from the trophy and chair parties should be part of that alliance. In short, the union will strictly be between the UNP and the SJB. Furthermore, the matter of giving nominations to corruption and fraud accused in the UNP came up, with a decision on Manush and Harin deferred. Those are the conditions laid down by Sajith's side. In the meantime, some UNP big shots met Ranil and told him that they would contest under an alliance with the SJB only. Allying with the ex-Rajapaksa cronies will worsen matters for them, they said. Ranil was asked to give the reins of leading the UNP campaign to Ruwan if he doesn't do it himself. Ranil's record of assault. Prasanna, Lanka and Siripala camps have been having talks on a possible alliance to target the general election. So far, things have been inconclusive. The latest is that a final decision is expected by Saturday. Also, they were to have a meeting with the UNP this afternoon. But Ranil is against Prasanna's suggestion of contesting under the trophy symbol and wants a common one instead. He has to think about the ongoing talks with the SJB too. By the way, certain media reports say Ranil will not step down due to any pressure from Sajith's camp. He insisted so to a UNP group who met him yesterday afternoon. He also said that he won't retire from politics either. Ranil has been the UNP's leader for 30 years now. That is a record of a sort, some say. How Ranil rescued the country twice. Such reports are creating unease in Sajith's camp. His organisers unanimously decided to contest under him. He says he will be the PM candidate. In the meantime, unexpected political games and deals are taking place. It is said Ranil has let go of the ex-SLPP group and decided the UNP will contest under the elephant symbol. He has also invited Sajith to join the UNP. With such speculations on, talks between the two sides have hit a snag. For his part, Sajith rules out any dialogue with Ranil. His answer to questions raised by journalists is that doors are open for anyone who accepts the policies of the SJB. According to party sources, the possibility of peace between the two leaders is minimal. So the result of the talks will be empty coffee cups only, it is said. but the two camps are having one-to-ones among its ex-MPs. Anyway, the SJB has ruled out accepting anyone accused of fraud and corruption. It seems to be okay with Prema Jayantha, Anurayappa, Amarawira, and Alagiawana. Lucky has decided to give nominations for some from the Samagi Budi Mandapaya too. Also, Sajith is personally speaking to certain young and popular figures in the UNP. But it is reported that those from the SLPP, who backed him at the presidential polls, Godahewa included, are unlikely to receive nominations. Meanwhile, Ranil too is up to his tricks. A trio of SJB MPs who had been supporting a union with Ranil are going to leave the party. Even some others have one leg planted in his camp. After the election, strong criticism against the trio emerged. They were told that Sajith came third in their electorates and that it is impossible to progress forward with them. There is opposition to giving them nominations too. By the way, Ranil has made an interesting claim to his friends during a chat, that he has rescued the country twice. One was accepting the reins when all others fled from responsibility and reviving the country's economy. When asked about the second one, Ranil said with a smile that he saved the country from Sajith at the last presidential polls. All had a hearty laugh at that. That's it for today.
The leader, දේශයට මග කියන ප්‍රවෘත්ති පෙළගැස්ම